What is going on, my YouTube family? Welcome back to the Gaming Brigade, and with the start of the Golden Bullet Global event next Tuesday, August 22nd, I'm in the process of putting some of my favorite builds together for that event, and I wanted to share one of them with you today. Now, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well, and we are having a giveaway for an Xbox Series S. We're actually giving away two, and all you need to do to enter is either subscribe here or follow on Twitter, and the winners will be announced October 1st of this year. Now, as always, I'm starting off with a little bit of gameplay footage, then we're going to jump into the build breakdown, then after that I'll pass along a few tips for new and returning players to really help you get started when you're using this weapon and when you're running with a build like this. So starting with the specialization, I'm using Gunner for a few main reasons, and they are as follows. We're going to be getting that extra armor on kill, we get a reload speed increase, and the specialization allows you to use the Banshee Pulse if you choose to. In addition to that, there's also a rate of fire increase as well, and always remember, regardless of which specialization you choose, have the proper weapons activated in your weapon skill tree. That way you're getting that 15% weapon damage bonus regardless of which one you're using. Now, as far as my primary goes, I am running with the Apartment SMG. It is a PvP exclusive, but you can also get it from named caches, so if you want to farm Countdown, buy a bunch of those, hopefully you get lucky. Now, the reason this weapon is so effective is because of its talent perfectly measured, and as you can see, the top half of the magazine has a 20% rate of fire increase and a negative 27% weapon damage decrease. And then when you get to the bottom half of the magazine, you're getting a 20% rate of fire decrease, but you're increasing your total weapon damage by 33%, which brings me to the only problem I have with this weapon. And actually, as I say that, it's more of a problem I have with myself because I'm so used to reloading a weapon anytime I have a free moment in this game that there are times when I miss out on getting that bonus of the bottom half of that magazine, so it does take a little bit getting used to. Now, my secondary is the Scorpio, and if you don't have that weapon, you can really put anything here that you like. Another great option is St. Elmo's Engine because that is a monster of an exotic as well. Now, we make our way to the gear. You can see I'm running 4 Hunter's Fury, 1 Gruppo, and the Memento backpack. Now, starting with the mask, it is the first piece of the Hunter's Fury gear set. We're running all 4, so we get all of the gear set bonuses. You can see 2 pieces 15% shotgun and SMG damage, 3 pieces 20% armor on kill and 100% health on kill, and 4 pieces Apex Predator. And with that, enemies within 15 meters receive a debuff, amplifying your weapon damage against them by 20%. Killing a debuffed enemy with your weapon disorients other enemies within 5 meters and amplifies weapon damage by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Now, for those of you that are getting used to a run and gun build, that talent is incredibly helpful because when you have a group of NPCs close to each other, they just look like a fish out of water. You can light them up, take them out, no problem whatsoever. Now, moving on to the body armor, it's the 1 piece of Gruppo, which is going to give us a 15% critical hit damage bonus. We're using the talent Obliterate, where critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1% for 5 seconds, and it stacks up to 25 times. Now, on all of these pieces, I'm trying to stack crit hit chance and crit hit damage everywhere I can. We make our way to the holster, the knee pads, and the gloves, which are the 3 remaining pieces of the Hunter's Fury gear set. Once again, I'm trying to stack crit hit chance and crit hit damage everywhere I can. And finally, last but not least, we make our way to the bag, and as you can see, it is the Memento. And my friends, this is by far the best bag for run and gun builds because of the talent kill confirmed. And when you're picking up all of these trophies, you can see you're getting extra weapon damage, bonus armor, skill efficiency as well, and these trophy stacks, you are absolutely melting everything left and right. Now, we make our way to the skills, and for this version of the build, I'm using 2 of my favorite in the game, the Crusader Shield, just in case things happen to get sideways, and the Assault Drone as well, because it is a great distraction to NPC and puts out damage. Now, one thing I failed to mention at the beginning of this build breakdown is that if you do not have the Apartment SMG, thankfully you do have some options in the meantime. You could use the Dark Winter or any other SMG with a talent measured. It will still get the job done. Most of you know by now that one of my favorite aspects about putting these build videos together is the family that we have here at the channel. So as always, if you have any tips or tricks you want to pass along to new and returning players, please leave them in the section down below, as the main goal is to help out as many people as we can. Now, with all that being said, I'm going to start to wrap this up, and one of the main reasons I'm starting to highlight these builds now is because next week when Golden Bullet drops, there are going to be so many different builds I wanted to put together, and to be honest with you, I figured now is the best time to really start planning for those builds. I sincerely hope this helps you out, and if you have questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know. On that note, I'm going to leave you with some gameplay footage. As always, I want to thank you for your incredible support of this channel and remind you. If you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well. But most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
All clear. I repeat, the compound is all clear.
No, that can't be. Just took a casualty!
I'll make sure you rot down here.
Go on and head back up. The team from the campus is taking position inside the memorial.